Let's talk about establishing and using boundaries that actually work against narcissists in this life. By now, you're aware that narcissism is in fact a real thing. As you continue moving forward in your life, you will be met with narcissists from all sides. From within your own family, from within your job, from within your own friends, and especially from within the dating world, online dating, or wherever you're meeting people. The key to maintaining your peace of mind, body, and spirit, the key to protecting your heart is to establish healthy boundaries. But what do these healthy boundaries look like? Let's talk about it. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Now, before I continue, I want to let you know that I'm available for your support. Down in the description box below this video, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments. Now, in addition to that, I do have a brand new life coaching program, and I encourage each and every one of you right now to get involved in the new life coaching program. It's daily live teaching with me, Monday through Friday. There's replays available so you can watch it at any time, and it's only $49. You cannot afford to miss out on this. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. The first person to get registered right now for the new life program will get a free one-on-one call with me as a bonus. All right, I hope to talk to you soon. Now, we're talking about establishing healthy boundaries that actually work. Now, let's get a basic understanding of narcissists here. Well, we know they're grandiose, and we know that they're controlling, and we know that they're manipulative, and we know that they are aggressive and in your face, and they like to lure you into competition and challenges and fights and this and that and yada, 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 on and on. Why? Because narcissists' main desire is to rob you of your independence, of your sovereign rights, of your individuality, of your creativity, of who you are. And in exchange, they want you to cough all that up and trade all that in, and in exchange, serve them, look to them, depend on them. That's what they want. Why is this important to understand this while you're establishing boundaries? Because many people believe that boundaries look like you being able to go to a narcissist and say, "Hey, don't you talk to me like that. How dare you? You're this and you're that, and I'm gonna call you names and blah, 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 blah." What that is engaging in the narcissist game. What that is taking the bait of the narcissist and being lured into their world. Narcissists live in this world of conflict, of that engagement. In fact, this engagement is important to narcissists because if you are engaged with them, with the arguing and fighting, then guess what you're not doing? You're not living your free, independent, sovereign, creative life. And the narcissist wins. And so many of you have been trapped in this, and you're not understanding why you're not free. You're not understanding why the narcissist isn't listening. You're not understanding why the boundaries aren't working. Because if you're making boundaries about other people, if you're making boundaries about narcissists, then it will never work. All you're doing is engaging in that conflict zone that's robbing you of your independence. So here's what healthy boundaries need to look like. Are you ready? Get a pen and paper and write this down. Healthy boundaries need to be all about you. Your boundaries are for you. Your boundaries are personal instructions for you to follow. And whether you write these instructions down on a piece of paper, or you write it on the tablet of your heart, wherever it is that you wish to write these boundaries down and what they mean. All that matters is that you understand that boundaries are in fact about you. So let me give you examples of what this would look like in the context of dealing with a narcissistic, abusive personality. If a narcissist is calling you names, for example, or using curse words or inappropriate language around you, instead of saying, "Hey, don't you talk like that around me. Bite your tongue. Watch your mouth." Any of this stuff, right, that we typically think is setting boundaries, which actually isn't. It's just engaging in a fight. Instead, try this. Try saying, listen, I won't listen to that, and I won't be around that type of language. And then follow that up with action, walking away. All you did is use about 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 words there. Very short, very sweet. I will not. And then you're gone. That is what a healthy boundary looks like. It's not about telling them. It's about saying what I. Everybody say that with me. I will. Say this. I will not. Now you're understanding boundaries. Your boundaries are all about I will not. Give you another example here. Let's say a narcissistic person is devaluing and disrespecting your time, which they often do, showing that they don't respect or appreciate or honor your presence being around them. They're acting irritated that you're even around them. They're acting like they don't want you and they don't like you and you're nothing and whatever, which is what narcissists often do. Instead of going to them and saying, you need to treat me better. You really are rude. You don't care about me. And doing this nonsense that engages, once again, in a trap that narcissists want you to be in, try this. I will go somewhere where my time is valued and appreciated. Bye-bye. So once again, everybody say this with me. As a healthy boundary is I will not. Say it with me. I will not. I will not. These are the ways in which we establish our boundaries. It's all about I will not. This is what takes the power away from narcissists. With these short words, it takes the power away from them, and then followed by action, you leaving the situation. Ultimately, you get to a place to where you don't have to say anything. Let's face it, the ultimate goal with personal boundaries is that you don't even have to say a word. Your very presence, you entering into a room and you exiting a room will all be based on how you established boundaries in your life. The people you associate with, the places that you go to will all be aligned with your boundaries in life. You see, right now and up to this point, maybe the places you go and the people you hang out with have not been in alignment with any appropriate boundaries because, well, maybe you haven't set them yet. But the key is to now know yourself well enough, having experienced narcissistic abuse, know what you want in life, know what you don't want in life, establish your boundaries based on that, and ultimately, don't even go and be around people. And that in and of itself is a boundary, is it not? Your refusal to be around certain family members is already a boundary. Your quitting a particular job or asking for a transfer out from underneath a certain boss is in fact setting a boundary, is it not? You ignoring the calls of certain friends because you know where they're going and you don't want to go with them, that's setting boundaries, is it not? All of this is done without saying anything at all. It's just staying away. Yes, staying away is in fact setting boundaries. And it's important to understand that. Now, a lot of narcissists will criticize and ridicule and tell you that you are neglectful and abusive and selfish and judgmental and on and on and on, and have their little toddler narcissistic rage fit because you've decided that you're not showing up anymore. Basically what they're saying is, I don't like your boundaries. You're setting boundaries that are harsh and I don't like them. That's fine. They don't have to like them. Your boundaries are for you. Your boundaries are for you. So you go ahead, live your life in such a way to where ultimately boundaries aren't something you ever have to say. They'll just be known. How's that sound? Well, listen, I'm here for your support. Down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments. In addition to that, as I said before, I encourage you to join the New Life Coaching Program. It's only $49 for a month of daily instructions, Monday through Friday, live teachings that you're not going to get here on YouTube. All right. And the first person to jump in there right now is going to get a free one-on-one session with me. I hope that's you. And I'll be back with more videos. Before I go though, I encourage you to watch this video right over here. This one, yeah, that one right there. That video was picked by YouTube. I think it's gonna be a good option for you. Why don't you check it out, all right? And I'll be back with more right here on The Royal We.